Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. That's Azarda Playbook, Emery Hunt. I'm Tyler Merkovich. Oakland at San Diego for the second time this year. The Raiders revert back to bad form. Russell gets pulled. Gradkowski gave him a spark. Will he start? Will he not? We don't know yet. But that defense just did not play well. San Diego gets back on track with a big win in Arrowhead after a lot of people were yapping in San Diego about North Turner. What are your keys to victory, though, for Tom Cable? What does he do about the quarterback situation in your mind? And can they generate any offense?
Well, keys to victory for the Raiders, they have to decide if Jamarcus Russell is going to be the guy, then you have to ride with him all the way until the season is over. Then you make changes. So you have to decide early if this is the guy we're going to win with. If this is the guy we want in the game, then put him in there early. But keys to victory for Oakland, number one, they have to remember what they did week one. They were able to frustrate that entire Chargers offense and defense in week one. So that's it. They have to revert back to week one when they played their best football. That should help them out. Two, they're going to have to get Fargas and Bush rolling in that running game because the Chargers cannot stop the run. They're weak up the middle without Williams in the big clog in the middle. So they're going to have to run right at that Chargers defense. Two, they're going to have to make some progress in the passing game. We say that every week, but this week is important to loosen up that pressure, to load up to stop that run. They're going to have to make some plays down the field. And there was a Haywood Bay sighting last week making some catches. That was pretty impressive to see. You know, this is Chad Schilling's second week back in the offense. Miller, Higgins, get those guys involved. Those are the people that Jamarcus Russell trusts to catch the football. Those are the keys to victory for Oakland.
And San Diego, you know, they made it a pointer. Let's get this running game going, using LT, using Sproles for big gains. It was Kansas City. Now they got a defense that played them very well last time. What are your keys to victory, though, for Phillip Rivers?
Keys to victory for the Chargers defensively. They're going to play closer to the line of scrimmage this time and make Jamarcus Russell or Gradkowski beat them with that arm. So they're going to play close on those receivers to load up to stop the run. They want to try to keep the Raiders in a lot of second and long, third and long situations. So keys to victory is to play up close until they make you get out that defense. Two, you want to get that balance going with Tomlinson as well as Sproles. Thompson still has some juice left in those legs. You just got to give him the opportunity to get rolling. As a former running back, you can't just give a running back 2 carries and then expect him to break 2 big plays. No, he has to get in the rhythm, get both those guys involved early. And third, work on your secondary against his Raiders. Oh, I'm sorry. They have to attack the Raiders secondary vertically. Vince Jackson had a phenomenal game last week. Most of his big plays came in the first half. He really took the second half off. They didn't really need him. You know, Chiefs didn't show too much effort on defense. But attack that Raiders secondary. I like the Chargers in this game at home. Chargers are making that vaunted, that Chargers
you finally learned not to pick Oakland.
Well, Oakland, you never know. This is Jekyll and Hyde.
Oakland has 2 players, Shane Leckler and Nate Nnamdi Asamoah. That's basically...
And Zach Miller, they got 3.
That's the Raiders players. I'm going to go with San Diego, but the Chargers actually... the Raiders ran well against the Chargers, and they played good defense. But this is in San Diego. I think they're clicking. Vincent Jackson's going to have a career year. Antonio Gates, too many weapons on offense. And their defense, as long as they play close to the line of scrimmage, make them beat the passing game. I don't trust the Raiders' passing game, so I'm going to go with the Chargers. For more, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL.